All right, guys, here it is Sunday morning, and I had a comment, a fan request, I guess I'll call it, asking about Scotty Miller. And so, if you guys haven't heard of Scotty Miller, he's a Tampa Bay wide receiver, and this kid runs a really fast 40 time 4.3. We all love that. I know I do. And he's been tearing it up in training camp. So you have this thing going on. You have Justin Watson, who's also a very quick player, and you have Scotty Miller, who's a very quick player, and everybody is kind of looking at these guys thinking, is Mike Evans going to be out this week? Well, the injury report came out, and they say that Mike Evans is going to play this week. So even so, Scotty Miller is projected to be the slot guy, right? And we know Tom Brady loves his quick slot guys. Okay, so Scotty Miller, I would recommend if you have a spot. He's a really sneaky play, maybe to keep him on your bench this week. What I'm planning to do is to pick him up and hope he has a big play, right? Because if he's that fast, there was talks in training camp about him breaking away for, I think it was like a 90-yard touchdown or something. So if he gets one of those in a game, because Mike Evans is going to be drawing probably the coverage of Marshawn Lattimore potentially. So, yeah, pick up Scotty Miller if you can. Keep your eye on Scotty Miller, whatever you can do there. I would recommend Scotty Miller over Watson in this case. And now, as far as the astrology's breakdown, this is kind of neat too. Tom Brady, he's a Leo, right? So he's a fire sign. It's a really good position for a quarterback to be a fire sign, to be a Leo. And Scotty Miller is also a Leo, so there's some good compatibility there. And so Mike Evans is a later Leo. He's getting really close to Virgo, so they have really good compatibility too. With Chris Godwin, I wouldn't really expect as much compatibility. He's a Pisces. That's fire and water, so those don't really mix as well. But and we saw how Tom Brady worked with Pisces with Philip Dorsett, and it was okay, And we see another combination I know off the top of my head is Dak Prescott. He's a Leo, and he works with Michael Gallup, who's a Pisces. So, if the players are excellent, like Michael Gallup's an excellent player, and so the astrology can get overridden there, so it's not as big of a factor. So we'll have to wait and watch this season with how Tom Brady and Chris Godwin progress. But in the meantime, we can pretty much expect that Tom Brady's going to have a pretty good connection with this Scotty Miller kid. And he'll be excellent trade bait too. If he has a big breakout play, one big play, in the first week of the season, all of a sudden you got a guy sitting on your bench who maybe you can parlay for a really top level player who doesn't have that big of a week. So that's kind of how I look at these really fast guys. I like to keep them on my bench, and if they go big, then I like to try to trade them the next week. So a little strategy there for you too. Always keeping an eye on all the factors here, all the astrology stuff. All right, guys, stay tuned. Ask it, in the comments if you want to see a player, if you want to understand what's going on with the chemistry, astrology-wise. I think it's really interesting. I looked up, historically speaking, like Matt Stafford to Calvin Johnson, Joe Montana, to Jerry Rice, Troy Aikman, and Michael Irvin. All these guys have super good astrology combos, so I keep an eye on this stuff, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to keep coming out with videos, trying to keep everybody on the up and up with everything. You guys are probably ahead of me on a lot of stuff anyway, so let me know what's going on too. And we'll have a great fantasy year. All right. Cheers, guys.